North Arrow Minerals has just deployed a new CEO, Eira Thomas. It comes at a time when the Vancouver-based explorer is shifting gears, doubling down on gold exploration in Botswana's Kraaipan belt. Thomas brings over 30 years of experience to the role with a track record of building successful mining companies across gold, diamonds, and energy. Well, it's a pleasure to have Eira Thomas with us today. Eira, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the new role. I'm wondering what excites you most about stepping into the CEO seat at this moment in North Arrow's evolution?
Well, we've just finished a major reorganization of the company. I have been a long-time shareholder, together with my father over many years, and we've watched the evolution of this company. We decided we had a very strong shareholder base, and it made sense with the way the capital markets were going, and the disinterest, if you like, in commodities for junior explorers other than gold. We felt it really made sense to park our other exploration portfolios largely in North America, focused on diamonds, and to switch gears into gold, which is a commodity that I've also had good success with over my career. So it was the right time. And with gold prices hitting meteoric highs, we continue to believe that it was the right choice.
And therein lies your focus, being firmly on Botswana. What makes the Kraaipan Greenstone belt so compelling, especially when so much of it is still under sand cover? What's your take?
Well, I think you've hit the nail on the head. The fact that this belt is under sand cover means that it has been grossly underexplored in our view. And when we think about opportunities to make world-class grassroots exploration discoveries globally, I really feel that the world is moving towards opportunities that really have had little attention. And exploration under sand, I think, is going to be one of the great new focus areas for exploration in Botswana and certainly in Southern Africa at large.
Yeah, it's a very interesting take because, we're seeing that global push towards what we call smarter exploration.
Yes.
And I suppose you did touch on it there. How is North Arrow using new tech to de-risk and fast-track discovery in some of these very remote areas?
Well, luckily for us, this area is not remote. It's one of the features that really attracted us to the Kraaipan belt. We, in fact, have a 4-lane paved highway running through most of our project area. So that certainly was one of the reasons that we targeted this opportunity, but it is largely underexplored. And what our strategy is to deploy new technologies to explore smarter, as you said, underneath sand cover. So what are we doing? Well, first of all, we're working with a team of professionals that have been involved in exploration in Southern Africa for decades. They are very cutting edge in terms of the technological exploration tools that they deploy. And we have a combination of an unmanned aerial vehicle that we're using to collect very inexpensive but high quality airborne magnetic data, combined with our own proprietary drill, which we're able to deploy very cost effectively in this part of Botswana. And then we've also combined that with advanced machine learning exercises. And this is a group that has had success in machine learning in the past. So it's really about putting the three of those tools together and under the umbrella of Rockman, which has an experienced geological team with many years of mapping and exploration experience in this particular part of Africa as well.
So, Eira, look, there's been some volatility of late, just in sort of recent hours or days, but generally, gold prices are climbing, investor interest is returning. How does North Arrow plan to stand out in what's becoming really a very crowded exploration space?
Well, it is, but from my perspective, a discerning investor has to look at first basic principles. And I think, as we've reorganized this company, we are a group who's done this many times before. So first and foremost, we've put the right skill sets around the table. to be successful, and we've targeted an opportunity that has the potential for world-class discoveries, and I think that's absolutely key. This part of the Kapval Kraaipan that extends into Botswana is very underexplored, even compared to the Kraaipan in South Africa, which hosts, a huge and prolific mineral endowment for multiple commodities. So on first basic principles, the target area is the right target. So that is one way that we look to differentiate ourselves. There's not very many juniors that have access to an entire greenstone belt. We've staked 60 kilometers of prospective geology, which has had extremely limited exploration test work to date. I think it's also important to point out that we've picked an area that we really feel we can be successful in with the new technologies we're deploying, and owing to the fact that the sand cover here is relatively thin. It's maximum 40 meters. We're really exploring geology that is sort of targeting that 10 to 20 meter sand depth, which means that we can be far more cost effective in how we set about our campaign to test priority targets.
Now, look, it's a very interesting initiative. I'm wondering if I can wrap up by asking you, how do you see North Arrow's story resonating with investors who are increasingly focused on ESG and exploration upside in some of those stable jurisdictions? What's your take?
Well, listen, I think you just have to look to our track record. I myself have more than 15 years of experience working in Botswana, and really pride myself on the ability to work very closely and effectively with our local communities of interest, our local governments. And I think we've really, demonstrated that we are responsible explorers, and we're working to maximize the benefit of everything we do within our local communities of interest.
Well, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much indeed. It's been really a pleasure. CEO Eira Thomas of North Arrow Minerals, thanks indeed for your time.